Because we've been building outposts, and outposts are apparently not territories. Oh, destroy! You're right. Okay, so if I need to keep hunting to get that one. Well spotted. Then merchant stars is money, and then tech is tech. So I just need to keep on getting technologies for that one. So how are we ranking compared to everybody else? There it is. So we are currently 4th with 102 points. There are 3 with just 20. 120, 108, 108, 102. So actually we're 3rd, because 2nd and 3rd are joined. Okay then. Unfortunately it doesn't count destroying sanctuaries. But we could potentially do that? Oh no, gosh, it's going to take me a long time to get down there. So it turns out that this city is way better positioned than I even expected. Because to get up to there, you've got to get up to here. And to get up to here, you have to go this way or all the way around here. And this is all cliffs. So it's like that's an entrance, blocked by this. And that's an entrance, which is actually blocked by that city, so it would have to come through here. So maybe we want to take a look at establishing a city down here. Plus that would also give us access to the coffee. Ugh. Coffee. Tea! Alright, so we're getting that outpost, so I think you are going to be free to just explore. And hopefully we find some more deer to pick up on. This game has elevation. This game has absolutely got elevation, yes. City defense researched. Knowledge is power. Study hard. Be evil. And also Listoshkin has gained more population. Acknowledged. Listoshkin's already a level 4 population, which is awesome. It's a big city. Event. The pecking of poultry. The art of divination spreads across the empire. Priests search for messages from the gods in animal entrails, the flights of the birds and the wheeling of the stars, in holy decoctions and elsewhere. Now, however, the practices have become so commonplace, so bizarre, that the whole empire is sliding towards chaotic superstition. Even the eating patterns of chickens are being interpreted by military commanders. What to do? We can embrace it. Who are we to say the gods should speak to us? We should be open to all signs. Forbid it. Divinations outside the officially sanctioned means are pure superstition and must be forbidden. Or we must use logic and experimentation to discern the true methods of divinations. These are going to be changing our civic outlook. So if we take a look at our society, for example, we can see here what they are. So that's learning, that's not learning. And then we have all the different stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a hover to say what they're actually called. But learning will lead to science on outposts and cities. This one leads to money on capitals, whereas this one is to further stuff on cities. So if you're building tall, you go for this. So in the previous game, my way of catching up would have been going this way. But we'll probably go expansionist, which is that one. Then this one is food on cities and outposts versus stability on cities and outposts. So lots of districts versus lots of population. And then money versus production. So collectivism, that's lots of people. That's going to be this one. So that is leading towards industry. Where's the event gone? I didn't just pick one, did I? Opens the list of adjacent outposts to attach to the city. Hold up. So this is how you attach territory. Gives the ability to attach one outpost to its territory, and its territory to an adjacent city requires an administrator in that city. Unfortunately, they're not named, so which is this? That's that one. The only reason I can do it is because I've not started making it into a city yet. So what does attaching do? I guess it gives those resources from the outpost to the city. So I guess that's the way of building like a really tall capital. No, I'd rather have the cities, I think. So you go ahead and start building yourself into a city. Have you already begun? You have. You're a meager 15 turns, 6 turns, 3 turns, 25 turns. So this one's going to take the longest. Oh, it's back. Okay, so collectivism was industry. That is influence, and that is science. We were going to go science, so I think we're going to say learning. So we gain +5 science for 10 turns, which is good because we're a scientific faction. We gain more fame from science. So we want to be getting as many technologies as we possibly can. Okay. So apparently marching through their outposts is fine. Yeah, okay, so outposts you can move through. It's the cities that you can't.
Come over here.
And we're just going to move up to there. Cool. Then we've got you, who is going in this direction. And you going off in that direction, hopefully to go and claim some of this territory. So actually, because these... like this one we may want to attach to Litoshkin, depending on how big this zone is. Might actually be this whole area. I'm guessing once it's attached you can always do other things with it. Science is always cool. I just love dropping nukes on my medieval neighbours in Civilization. And we are Babylon. We are the kings of science. You could even say that we are #1 in science! Attitude changed. Empire 2 now feels differently about you. Empire 2, that's...
This arrangement would see both our empires prosper.
Interesting. So Assyria wants a non-aggression pact. I like the idea of not fighting you. That sounds good to me.
Gladly.
Our people will rejoice.
So purple is all the way down there. So purple is less of a threat. We've got brown, and then we've got Mycenae. Mycenae we definitely don't want to pick a fight with. They will kick our ass. Brown guys, maybe? Olmecs? I'm trying to remember what on earth Olmec bonuses are. Does it tell me here? No. Interesting. They actually have different traits. Cruel. Population's disposable resource. Their productivity is what matters the most. Risk taker. Tend to engage all of their resources even if it might create holes in their defenses. Extrovert. They're eager to develop relationships with other factions. They have +1 military strength on units and plus 100% money gained on ransacking, and they will never surrender. We will never surrender! Okay, that's them. We've got you guys who are cruel militarist. Favour the use of military power to reach their goals. Impulsive, no matter the cost. Deeds follow words. Food, 10% more food in cities, plus 15% more production in cities. So more production and also a production cost reduction for military units. Yeah, my CNI is terrifying. And they attack others on sight. Okay. And then we've got Azyria, who is loyal. Value righteousness and fidelity, they'll never betray their words. Committed, once a plan is established, it needs to be followed at all cost. They tend to doubt your attention, you need to employ efforts to convince them. They've got +1 strength on emblematic units, +4 strength in combat unit adjacent to a district or a garrison, and they value garrisons a lot. So the Azyrians are going to be very defensive. They're loyal though, they'll make good allies. And if we have us and the Azyrians between us and the Mycenaean, that's going to make me feel a lot better. That's going to make me feel an awful lot better. Okay, explorification time. That's as far as you can get. Cool.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a cliff. You can't get up. I see what the problem is. Basically, you have to go that way. Yeah. Fine. So what exactly are you producing now? You're doing the artisan quarter, which will be finished next turn, which is the gold income. And then you're going to be working on the granary. Shared project. Oh, yeah! Circular formations speak of cycles and rebirth, and it's here that people can venerate the spirits of nature. So this is a project which multiple cities can all contribute to. So we can say, I want the stone rings built in Litoshkin. And then the other cities that we establish in the future can say, I'm going to dedicate my production towards that. And at the moment, with just this city undertaking, it would take just 13 turns. Holy site. To provide for your religion, you can build a holy site. Select this special district, your construction list within, and build it in your city. Note that holy sites, as well as cultural wonders, cannot be replaced by another district. Be certain you're happy with its location before placing. Understood. And we also have the religious tab. On the left panel, you can see the state of your empire's religion. The name of your state religion is religious leader. On the map, you can see the territories influenced by your religion. To grow your religious influence, you have to produce faith. To produce faith, you need to build holy sites in your city. Some cultural wonders can also provide faith once they are built. Finally, unlocking tenets can also increase the passive provided by your religion. Babylonian shamanism. Also known as capitalism. We are the religious leader. We have no holy sites. We have no followers yet. So we need to be generating faith. At the moment, just as a base level, we produce 10 faith. And then once we have 40, I think we can get a new tenet, which is what these are. And there are different tiers of tenets. Interesting. Okay. So we probably should get a holy site at some point. And I want you to get the hell out of my Sinai territory. Run away! Run away! A world deed has been unlocked by another empire. Ah, deeds. Build a holy site. Map each continent. Build a railway between two cities. Conquer a continent. Spread your influence through the entire continent. Become liege over a vassal. Build a wonder. Access to every luxury and strategic resource. Oh, discover writing as early. I might want to go for that. Now, where are those? Those are here. And they do give a lot of fame. So I think once we have done bronze working, which we're actually about to finish, we can then say, writing next. Oh man, we research so quickly now. Heck yeah. I think that's because we got our study place thing built. Right? Right. Yes, we did. The astronomy house. Awesome. Can you automate workers and explorers? Workers, I doubt. Well, there are no workers. You just build stuff in your city. Explorers, I don't know. Yes, yes you can. But I want to know where they are. So the next outpost would be 100 influence. And I think I do want to build it here. Well, that's such a secure location. Maybe we want to grab something like this just to completely lock that off. Because from what I can tell so far, there is nobody to our north.
Off we go.
You know what, you just continue exploring. Getting access to the coffee would be nice, but at the moment, strategic overrules. You go ahead and ransack that. So at the moment, we don't control this, and if we got that, then Litoshkin would be completely, more or less secure. Bronze working researched, so we now have access to our unique unit. And also we can manipulate copper. And we can get a forge. Settlement industrial hearts swiftly coalesce around the blacksmith smoky forge, such is its importance. So we gain 5 industry per copper. +1 industry on maker's quarters per adjacent maker's quarter, +1 industry on maker's quarters. So yeah, we want to build one of them soon. Acknowledged. So, Litoshkin. Yeah, construction crew. Q, I get it. We want to build a copper mine on that. And then we probably... Oh, we can get garrisons as well. Base for fresh soldiery. A garrison also gives strength to those who fight in its shadow and can be placed far from the city walls. +10 fortification, +1 combat strength in the combat for units adjacent to the district. However, it does reduce stability. Speaking of stability, it is currently rising, but we need a way of getting it to rise more. We can also get palisades, which will give us stone walls. The forge requires the copper, but we're going to get that soon enough. We could also get warriors, however that would reduce our population. I'm going to get some more scientists going. A, it gets us more science, and also the scientists now produce food. We're still producing +6. So population's still going to be rising slowly. And yeah, feasts are basically turning 100 production into 5 food. But is that permanent? Not sure. It's not 5 food, it's +5 food. Yeah, I realise, which is why I'm wondering if that's just a permanent +5. In which case, suddenly that becomes a lot more useful. If you're in a high production, low food production area. And having the +20 stability from the stone rings would also be good. I mean, we haven't unlocked many civics yet, but we're really, really technological. So we might. And getting that faith would also be really nice. Takes a long time though. I just don't know with the fortification, because I think that we would still need to have troops garrisoning for the fortifications to actually matter. And the fortifications, I think, would be this. Well, plus the mine once we actually get that developed. I don't think we're ready for fortifications yet. I think I want to just make myself look as scary as possible by just being big. Plus, once we have the copper, we can get the Sabusakasti, which are significantly better than warriors. So you...
Alright.
are going to move here. And you're going to skip, because I don't want to end your turn in enemy territory. And then the people with orders are moving. Oh, wait, discovery. Grab that before I forget again. Because you know it's going to happen. Horses. And there's San Lorenzo, which is their capital. Three turns. Next turn. 22. 12. And there we go. Sipar has been built. And Litoshkin has just grown bigger again. Alright, Sipar needs a better name. It is going to be henceforth known as Requin. Awesome. Okay, so we could get the Artisans Quarter to go and grab the saffron. Or we could start building some other infrastructure to just build this place up a bit more. And with that in mind, I just want to see what we could build here. So there's going to be a bucket load of production down here in the south. So I think that this is really just going to be food production. At least these two. Possibly even these three. So let's put a food production place there so we can get some more people going. Yeah. I like it. A melody for every occasion. In the teeming, iconic city of Litoshkin, musicians are a celebrated part of the local culture, with a long history and holy rites. They bring nobility to religious rituals, jollity to palace celebrations, and smiles to the sick and the ailing, courage to the marching armies, and distraction to the gods. Alas, they are still too small in number, especially the good ones. And now, word of their renown has reached across the empire. Lords, priests, commanders, among others, are grousing that their city deserves such artists too. How will you satisfy them? Get the saffron. The spice must flow! There's a fame bonus for building a wonder too. That's true. Street musicians riddle Litoshkin. They could help commerce elsewhere, even if they distract learning. So, parsimonious in 2 cities for 10 turns, which increases science for 2 turns, plus 2 science for 3 turns, plus 5 money for 3 turns, chance of unexpected consequences. Or we can be productive. Every city must be required to build an institution of music where we can teach new performers. Plus 10 industry for 3 turns, and this also moves us towards progress as opposed to tradition, and we are very progressive. This does cost me 60 money, but so far I haven't spent the money on anything, so fine. The deer... The deer is next to me! Kill the deer! Is that high ground? Yes. Yeah. One more military victory and we get a military star. Plus we made some money from it. Alright, you may as well continue running around here. Get a bit more of a look-see. Ah, coastline. Okay.
Over this
This
way.
is going to be the only continent. The darkest depths. Miners, and prospective miners, and their kin from Latushkin are afraid. Ancient traditions are strong, and many believe the mythical beasts of the old legends are very real. Now, rumours are rife that it was no ordinary bear that attacked the regiment, but a monstrous creature whose den the city's nearby mine. Many are likely to down tools without action. How should we respond to these rumours? We can dismiss them. The miners will not shy from their duties, and they will understand their follies, which will lose us stability but gain us a lot of industry. We can investigate. To satisfy the miners, we'll fund an expedition to thoroughly explore every corner of the mine. Who knows what we'll find? And we'll gain stability from that, or we can embrace it. We'll play along and send a mighty warrior who'll slay the sham chimera monster. What could possibly go wrong? Production cost of land and naval units is reduced, and that gives us tradition. So dismissing them would give us progress. However, stability here is already a bit of a concern. We're down to just 39%. And as yet, we haven't discovered anything which can allow us to increase stability. Scribes is science, that's money, money, civics. And I'm trying to look around to see where the first opportunity to increase stability is. And I have a feeling it might not be until the classical era. Yeah, aqueducts are plus 20 stability. Religion is good for stability too, that's true. Oh no, there's one. Public fountain. I knew there was one earlier, so it's irrigation. Which we can research pretty quickly. I mean, we get writing in 3 turns. We could go for irrigation after that. +1 food on rivers from fishing. Irrigation does let us get flood irrigation, which is +2 food on rivers. Yeah, I think we'll get irrigation after writing. So that's going to be a source of stability. But that's not going to be for 5 turns. Plus we need to build it. Let's dismiss their pathetic ideas. I'm sure this will end fine. I wonder if military units increase stability. Curiosity collected. We got some knowledge. Acknowledged. Unfortunately, I never see what it actually provides. I really wish there was a log. Or that it displayed it down here, but it doesn't. So we got a thing, probably. Maybe. Possibly.